name is James, and this is James Fixes James Madison, where every week or so I will be fixing James Madison's everyday problems, one question at a time. Hello, we're here with,
Christina here.
and what's your grade and major?
I'm a junior SMAT corporate comm major.
And so today we're going to be asking the question of parking on campus. So do you drive?
I do drive.
Why?
Well, I live in Copper Beach, so the bus is kind of unreliable, and I'm just like driving better.
And how do you feel about the parking?
Well, if I get here pretty early, it's not so bad, but later in the day, it's not ideal at all. It's always hard to find a space, and it makes me angry, to be honest, when I can't find it. I drive around and I get a lot of road rage, so.
How does parking make you feel?
Actually, not that bad. I park in a place where no one else parks, so I don't really have any problems with it.
Is this like a secret location, or?
Not at all.
Interesting.
Well, I take morning classes, so it's not too bad to find a parking spot, but it's pretty bad.
Describe to me how bad it is.
There's no room in any of the parking decks, and I don't know, it's impossible to find a spot unless you want to park on the very, very top deck.
And so you drive to campus,
Yes, I do.
and how does that? How do you feel about that?
It's actually much better now that we moved to this building for me because the parking's a lot closer. I used to have to walk quite a ways to get so.
Interesting. Do you find it to be a struggle?
It can be. If you don't get here in the morning, or if you don't get here by 8 a.m.
What do you have like a strategy or something?
Well, normally I've stopped going to the Gray Street deck. I actually will go to like the hillside lot because I find that has space most of the time. And then if there's no space there, I'll go to the Quarters deck or like the parking lots behind it. But the strategy, I mean, there's really not much of one. Just get here as early as you can.
Early as you can.
Yeah.
I don't because I get here really early in the morning, but that's the thing. If you don't get here really early in the morning, then you're in trouble. So, we can't really leave for lunch and come back if the spots will be out to So, I guess in that sense it's an issue, but I just get here at 7:30 or 7:40 every morning. So.
Do you have any specific strategies for parking?
I'm here early. That's about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, being punctual is very important to the parking process. Do you have any like specific strategies for parking?
Yeah, I used to park in the Warsaw parking deck, but I found that it's really iffy finding a parking spot depending when I get here. So now I park at Arlo.
And if you were going to fix the parking problem, what would you suggest?
I would probably build another parking deck, but I don't know if there's room for that. But they just tore down this building over here, so it would be ideal if they could put one there, but I don't think they're going to, unfortunately. So.
I heard they were going to build one across the street from Madison.
Okay.
What's this way?
Yeah.
Where the old Jewish frat was.
Oh, I kind of know where that is. I mean, that could work. I don't know. I mean, the parking garages, I think as they make the school bigger and they start accepting more people, it's just going to stay an issue. So maybe they should just encourage people to take the bus.
And if you were given the charge to fix parking on campus, how would you do it?
Well, I mean, I think the university is always looking at building more parking areas, and so I guess that's really the only thing we can do is possibly provide more parking. I think that's probably what's all.
How would you go about fixing the parking problem if you were given the charge to do so?
I don't know. Maybe have like the parking lots for faculty, but then leaving the parking decks for students. Because I park in Warsaw, and like the first two decks are for just faculty, and there's barely anybody parking there, even in the afternoons. So.
There we have it. The students are very angry at the faculty. And if you were to fix the parking problem on campus, what would you suggest?
More parking spaces or more convenient parking spaces. Because I know that they're building new parking decks on the main side of campus.
but they're surrounded by apartments and houses, and I feel like that's gonna. And I live by that, the new parking deck that's happening. So I'm not a big fan of that. There's just going to be so much more traffic on the South Main Street, right by the quad. So why not have more parking in areas that aren't already heavily populated?
Excellent.